Let's see. It should be live any minute now. Okay, it's now on live, so remind me if you guys can see me. Oh yeah, if you hear any background noises, ignore it. I'm not used to actually live streaming this on afternoons or morning time, so yeah. Anyways, hold on. Let me just prepare myself again before reading the last half of the story. So when do we first left off at? Let's see. Oh yeah, we left out at the Hog gets so mad at freaking Scorch after, you know. Y'all so silly. Y'all are so silly. Ugh. So yesterday my throat is, yeah, I had the rest of my throat completely, but now I'm back there. Anyways, where do we left off at? We left off at here, so how many do we have left? Almost close. So anyways. Yeah, we're almost close. So anyways. As we left off to the Hog story for the final part. I don't know if I'll make another live stream after my throat hurts, so yeah. Anyways, let's do this. I'm not going back for the you'll pay for what you did part with the Hog voice because anyways. Overwhelmed by the emotion, Hog gets some more punches in. After some time, Sonic ducks down and hits Hog with a kick, breaking one of his teeth. Sonic grabs Hog and throws him up into the air. As Hog hits the ground, he quickly gets up and starts throwing in more punches at Sonic, hitting him multiple times mercilessly. Oh yeah, another thing, here, anyways. Why would you do this? Hog asks. Why? He continues. Answer me! Answer! Sonic interrupts Hog by grabbing him by the neck and slamming him down to the ground. Hog struggles and tries to escape his grabs. While pinned down, Sonic decides to answer him. You are the reason I am the way I am. Anything that is dear to me became nothing but a memory. My life took a left turn when you appeared, Sonic explained. Hog would proceed to free himself and land a few more hits on Sonic. The other hedgehog would throw him into a nearby wall. As he approached Hog, he continued to speak. I was trapped in an empty void for years, hoping for a way out. And when that chance came, I wanted to restore this world back to what it was, he continued. Hog would slowly get up and spin dash towards Sonic. He'll stop him with his hands and bash him to the ground with his fist. Sonic would then finish his statement. You are the reason I am doing this! You are the reason I have nothing! Said Sonic with a growl before slashing at Hog. Small portions of Hog's face would be shredded by Sonic claws. Hog would proceed to speed to trip Sonic down and rapidly spin dash toward his face as repetition. He would take his moment to share his thoughts. You didn't need to do it this way, he explained. My friends could have helped you. We could have helped you. But you... Hog stopped for a moment. Yet again, he reminded of what his friends had met. Hog began to tear up. You built them all without a second thought, and you used me. You forced me to gift him. How could you? Hog screamed before dishing out of the most powerful punch he could muster. After Hog landed his punch, Sonic would slowly get up and grab him by the torso. He would trap Hog between his claws, slowly but surely beginning to burn him alive. Hog could feel the excruciating pain spreading to his body. One last sentence he would escape Hog's mouth before collapsing from the pain. "You really are a monster," Hog said through his last breath. "Oh no, not this part." Sonic, yeah, sorry, my throat is still healing from breathing. For a moment, Sonic would reflect about what Hog had just said, thinking of the entire process that led him to that point, the depths to which he would sink. He would recollect the struggles that was felt not only by him, but also by others that he interact with, the misery he had interact with each passing moment by taking away everything that Hog held dear. For each of Hog's world that he took, a part of him left also. He had truly lost sight of who he was, and his actions were now nothing than a blur, stained with envy and wrath. Had he truly wanted this to end the same way it had begun? The more he thought about it, the more he saw that his methods were applied with ferocity and brutality which were uncharacteristic of he had known himself before all of this happened. A hero. As these thoughts were racing inside Sonic's head, someone would hit him from the back. The impact before the hedgehog loose grip on Hog before he could turn around to see who this figure was. It spoke to him. "You think I had kicked the bucket so soon, did you?" His eyes then saw a familiar entity. The Pangolian warrior had face black on Heaven's Island had returned. The Pangolian himself was filled with wounds and scattered across his body. Scratch marks, bruises, some scars, bit of exposed flesh, and even a broken limb. Despite his appearance, he could feel that Fizz had some fighting spirit left. Normally, I wouldn't stand beside this dust devil, let alone fight for him. But even I can sense a bigger threat when it's standing right in front of me. So I will gladly beat you down for good. Sonic, not sure if he would engage in a battle with the Pangolian warrior, got himself up to think an alternative. Despite only hit by a single punch, he felt by the pain greater. Something was off. He quickly gazed at the Pangolian again to see he had done more than just punching him. "Looking for these?" Fist would show the rubies in his hands. "I took the opportunity to snag back what isn't yours." Fist would hold the rubies out and absorb the energy from within the gems. In no time, the Pangolian was looking like his old self, but right after the hit, he empowered himself with the energy recently obtained from them. They would begin to crack and appropriately shattered. The Pangolian was staring in disbelief at what he was seeing. He knew that with the destruction of these gems, the Giga Ruby would cease to function normally, and great disaster would ensue soon after. He imagined the worst possible outcome for the current situation he was facing. Looking back at Sonic, the catalyst of this entire ordeal, he could only focus at one thing: payback for what the Hedgehog has done. Holding back was not an option. He pounced on top of Sonic as he began unleashing a flurry of punches. As he did so, he also kept asking the same question with each blow. "What did you do?" After he struck Sonic multiple times, he began to feel like something awful was about to occur. He would stop hitting at the Hedgehog for a moment and look around to see what could possibly go wrong. In the distance, he saw a scared after for a second. Before an intense beam of light erupt from the same location, he felt the Giga Ruby being destroyed. A thundering sound echoed through the land, and after the massive and destruction bolt of energy emerged from in the horizon. "Oh boy, you can do this. We're close." Pangolian's expression of a great disaster did not even hold a candle to the catalytic event he was witnessing. Ugh. Let me breathe for a second. We're only almost about almost 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes. I'm gonna stay strong, you guys. Don't worry. He felt distraught and ashamed for allowing his compulsions to get the better of him, making him lose time that he could have used to somehow prevent this event from happening. Frustration also immense from within him, and turning back to face Sonic, he would utter something. I am going to... But before he could even finish the sentence, an extraordinary feeling of agony would envelop him. He would get down on his knees and notice that his skin was rotting away. Piece by piece, he could feel his body falling apart to the ground. The realization that his existence was fading before his eyes could not even processed by him, as he ceased to be in the very moment he was beginning to die. The ongoing catastrophe made Hog regain consciousness and witness the sheer amount of destruction currently enveloping the world. Due to the fight endured, he could not even get up to take the catalytic view in. Bound to the ground, he could only comment on the situation he was facing as torrent of tears escaped from his eyes. The world I knew, the friends I once made, all gone. It's all gone. He would hear someone approach and sit next to him. This very same person that caused all of this had settled down. Was he about to endure pain one last time before his imminent death? Sonic spoke to him. This world, I fell into chaos because I didn't understand. I was blind. I thought you took everything from me when you didn't at all. He would pause for a moment before continuing. But really, I was just digging myself a hole, killing your friends, destroying everything, and for what? I thought I could make things right, but I just made things worse. It's all my fault. Sonic would look at Hog. I don't expect you to forgive me. I'm sorry. My words can't fix this, but at this point they're all that I have. I robbed you of everything. I was selfish, he could explain. Despite the fact that Sonic had explained his situation, Hog did not seem to be listening. He diverted his attention away from the hedgehog, acting distant and emotionless. Sonic would look at his hands and cover his face with them. The once fierce beast had now turned into a quivering wreck. He would say with a cry, I don't want to die alone. Hog would think about Sonic's words. His mind was completely divided as Argomelian approached. Should he make the peace with the monster that he had slain as friends and ended the world, or he rather let him suffer for his actions? Despite trying to decide these options, it was already too late. The ball of energy had already reached both him and Sonic. He had mere seconds to face impending doom. The Terrican hedgehog had been enveloped by the spear of energy in a heartbeat. Without having an opportunity to make a decision, destruction has left its mark, having corrupted the world and leaving nothing but a black void in its place. A voice that siphoning murder echoes through silence, and a threat now and savage emptiness within it. And that's it! Well, we just witnessed Hog, a 12-year-old Tarek, which is, yeah, he's no longer a hedgehog, he's a Tarek now in the bootleg EXE thing or something. I've just witnessed sadness. Oh. I am not crying, you guys. Oh yeah, water break. So yeah, that's all of it. After 50 minutes of doing the hard work, and now 30 minutes of reading the whole thing, the story is over for the Hog lore itself. Oh. So, that was it. What do you guys think about it? Is my rating the whole thing good or okay? Because if so, my throat is slowly dying. Speaking of which, someday I should get Twitter. But I'm not gonna interact with Twitter people, so... Anyways, I'm gonna rest up my throat now. Give me the link to the hog lore. Look for my video! Look for the video of my freaking... So the full hog lore and scorch lore is finally out video, or the freaking live. Anyways, yeah. I'm gonna rest up my throat now. I don't know if I'm gonna do another live stream once my throat is, you know, done for all the talking. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now. I know this is extremely short, but yeah. Bye.